my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, when there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, when there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Cause everything burns. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, when there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, when there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Cause everything burns. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up.
Oh, you're still doing the story quest.
What's going on, guys? Your favorite host in East Coast, for another Final 14. Let's get straight for Primal All-Stars on the North American Data Center. Let's get straight into it. Let's have a good stream this fine morning. It is 3 a.m. Welcome back. Logging. That's how I do my introductions.
That is a lot of words in a very, very quick succession.
Yeah, because I'm kind of speedrunning through the intro this morning. At least you can understand it, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you picked whites, right? Yeah. Okay.
Welcome on.
I'm watching play TTZ.
Alright, guys, we're in Shirogane. We're at the FC house. Hope you're having a wonderful, blessed morning. All you returners in the chat, all you new guys, I hope you enjoy the show, and I hope you subscribe. If you follow me on YouTube, subscribe and follow me. Well, follow me on Twitch if you follow me on Twitch. I can't do this right. Oh boy. Yeah, so we're into the FC house, going in with my black mage character, level 97, almost level 100. Let's go.
I'm already lying down.
You're what?
I forgot that was an answer you could give. That's funny.
Oh, you're playing Zenless right now, or no?
Digi is. I'm watching him.
Oh, okay. He's playing Zenless. Okay.
How you enjoying it so far?
It's pretty good. It's not bad. I remember people were trashing on that game after release. I don't know why.
It's because it's a Guna game. All the women are sexualized to hell and back, and all the men are sexualized to hell and back. All one of them.
You're not seeing me complain?
I'm not complaining. I'm okay with it being a Guna game. It's fun.
I mean, the man in me said, "Yeah, that's hot," but like, I mean, when it was Pixel talking about something that's annoying, I'm not sure I understood where he's coming from, but at one point I did. He's like kind of saying it feels like, you know, it has this, but it doesn't have quality as far as how it's designed, and like, yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I agree with some of them, but Hoyo games typically have both.
You mean quality? I mean, my issue with I'm not sure it's with the engine, but my issue with a lot of those games is the fact that a lot of it's like, sometimes it's cut, and the more you play it, you realize the more janky its cutscenes and its character dialogue gets. Like, it's like stuff gets cut off, skipped, or
yeah, as I said, that's like, with some of them I agree, but not Hoyo games. Hoyo games have too much dialogue.
Yeah, like, see, okay, hi Michael, good morning. Yeah, so, my issue is a lot of them have the same problem with skipping like, text, or the text being completely different from what is being said. Like, it's optimized, the way it's optimized or the way it's set up, seems like a mess to further play in. Like, especially, this wasn't a Hoyo game, but Tower of Fantasy specifically was really bad with its stuff like that.
Yeah, again, as I said, like, some of them I agree with. Like, if it was like, I don't know, Tower of Fantasy, I'd be like, okay, I could kind of see that then. But like, the Hoyo games, I don't really see that because it's not an issue of them.
Genshin is a little bit like that. But Tower of Fantasy by far is the worst contender I've ever played. Is the combat fun?
Is like that.
Is the combat fun? Yes. So Genshin, well, certain scenes, like I said, Tower of Fantasy was the worst contender. They all do it to some degree, but like it's like the downright the worst of Tower of Fantasy. Like, it's more noticeable. But what I'm saying is these problems to some degree are consistent across all those types of games, and I think maybe because they're using the same damn engine, maybe. And maybe that's what the problem is, or it's just the optimization. Maybe they're shoving them out too quickly, and they're not polished enough. I don't know exactly what it is. Because they seem to have this thing in common, not just this interface or its menu system. I mean, don't get me wrong, those gotcha menu systems in those games are very closely.
I mean,
close.
Well, Hoyo games are the same because they feel the same because they're the same company.
Yeah, but there's
Like,
other
you
games.
know,
There's other games.
HSR, Genshin, and ZZZ are all the same company, so they're all
Yes,
gonna
but
feel
if
the
you play
same.
games like, if you play like Tower, if you play like, for instance, Never Say Everness, it's very different, but it has some. Its menu system is very similar, sort of.
Well, yeah, because it's like they're all gonna copy the successful ones, so people who are getting into it can
Okay. Yeah.
easily understand how to use it.
Okay.
That's why they all use system similar to Genshin when it comes to their gacha system.
Yeah, and fair enough. I understand that. Yeah, by all means. But the thing I don't like is, like I said, like it was most prevalent in Tower Fantasy, but I see elements of it popping up enough in games like Genshin. Like in the beginning, no, but as you progress further in, you'll start to notice these little consistencies pop up, and they're similar with other games that have the same kind of idea in mind, right? And I'm like, okay, this is. I'm not sure.
Can you give me an example?
I did.
I can't.
We played a game. I noticed sometimes you'll skip over like a cutscene will go on the screen really fast, and it won't be lined up very well with the next scene, or it'll skip over a set of dialogue really quickly, and it'll be something else that's completely written than what's being said on screen. Like just inconsistencies like that. I'm not saying that their games are trash. I just saying
that's for the cutscene thing not lining up properly. Sometimes it's probably localization.
Maybe it's just a pattern I see, and I'm not saying I don't want to play these games. I will play them. And they're good. I think the character model is absolutely beautiful. Like, in the combat's usually good.
Like Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and ZZZ don't really have that problem.
Okay, well,
like there's been like in the beginning of them maybe
well, no,
I don't know when the lesson we played.
I mean,
but like as the company got bigger and bigger, they could put more and more money into it. And
yes, I'm just saying, like, usually at launch they have the
top,
same...
like the ZZZ, Genshin, and HSR are all in the top top 10 or top 20 for highest earning gacha games in like every month.
Well, I'm not talking. Well, like I said, I get what
well,
you're
no,
saying.
I'm saying because of that, they put more money into their game as well. Like.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is like these games, like for a while, until they fix the bugs. It seems, or at least when I was playing it, for a while, for a few years, they weren't really fixing the bugs.
Well, yeah.
Like especially like I said, the worst. Like Tower Fantasy is the worst contender. Like it's still to this day a wreck.
Well, yeah, but it's also like you gotta keep in mind that when they release a new gacha game, most companies, since it's free to play, they're working off a loss until they start making their money.
Okay.
So you gotta keep that in mind whenever when a new one comes out. Like Never Say Everness, I knew from the start there's gonna be issues with it because it's a new free to play. Like I've never heard of it.
It's controller support is janky. It is. Like I can only play it on my
console
right now. It is jank. Yeah.
Actually, Genshin and ZZZ have good control support because they were made. Well, ZZZ specifically was made with PlayStation in mind.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can tell you that Never Say Everness experience was like it's fun. I like it. It plays well. It's just that when it comes to with cutscene transitions, like when transitions to like one point I entered a tutorial screen right after interacting with the character and it froze right there, and I had to relaunch the game because I couldn't interact with anything. I couldn't control anything. But like I said, like it's
NTE or
NTE, or when I tried to press certain buttons, they wouldn't respond. And like, okay, yeah, this is
okay. Well, that's probably the AI they use. That'd be so Phil.
I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. That probably was the AI contributed to that. But
like any issues with NTE that come from cutscenes stuff like that, you can probably chalk that to AI.
Alright. No, like I said,
I need to play more NTE. It was that gameplay loop was fun.
No, it is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's just that some of it does have its hiccups, just like any other game would.
Yeah.
I would say with NTE though, it's probably more polished at launch compared to where it is on, like I say, with Tower Fantasy. Like to this day, like it's a different company entirely together, but it seems like they kind of just The combat's fun. It's just like, you know, like I can't really get immersed in the story with how.
What, buddy?
I can't really get immersed in the story too much because how horribly optimized it is, right? Like it's like it kind of skips over important stuff. You see something important, and it skips over.
That's a trap.
That's a trap.
Water bombs. All right, come on. You want up here? Come on. Come on.
No, I was telling Digi he was trying to shoot something. That thing with the red line coming out is a trap. Digi, you're not supposed to. If you walk in front of me, you're supposed to dodge it.
Dodge these bushes.
Well, no, that's.
I was having a hard time like hearing you because this is loud and Zin's fucking with me. So hold on, I'm gonna turn the main volume down. This shit is loud.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, now I'm hearing you. What were you saying? Dodge that?
If that thing you were trying to shoot, that that mechanical thing, that the red line right there, that is a trap. Whenever if you walk in front of it, it's gonna fire something at you, and all you have to do is dodge it. You can't break it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to be aware of the of your surroundings. That's it.
Oh yeah.
There's other things like that, but that's the one. The fuck? I'll deal with this later.
All right, Kitty. What?
Anyway, but yeah, yeah, I understand that. I feel like Genshin had a pretty good launch because of it being the second.
That was a fun. That was actually like a really fun one.
I never played through all Genshin. I played a little bit into it. I want to get back into it. I
can't get my old account back because I guess fucking the merger got rid of it or some shit. So yeah.
I mean, you have a new Hoyo account. Just use this one for it.
Well, this is the Steam. This is just my Steam shit, so I don't know.
I mean, you still have to use. It still makes the Hoyo account.
I mean, it kinda does.
Well,
because
no,
it says
like,
make account, and then it may like just convert your Steam into whatever it needs to log in or whatever.
Yeah, like,
that's what I did.
It automatically made you a Hoyo account from Steam, but it's still a new Hoyo account.
Yeah.
Anyway. But no, like a lot of the issues in NTE can probably be chalked up to AI when it comes to like the cutscenes and stuff like that.
I mean, if we talk about the over like cliches of the cutscenes, like all the reactions, character reactions are kind of like, obviously I could tell when they were AI kind of generated because there wasn't much thought put into them.
Yeah.
But like other than that, what the fuck is that thing?
For Tower Fantasy, it's definitely because it's a smaller studio making it, and they can't.
Yeah,
like I think it's their first game as well.
Yeah, I think they're going to rebuild it. Like I think they rebuilt it several times. Like some of the stuff looks pretty fun. I'm only in the early game parts of it. Like I couldn't get past the early game because it was such jank.
Me and Ross got really far in that game when we played it together. Like it was
like, it
was a lot of fun. I liked Tower. I just wish it didn't perform like Poopy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm a story slut, but when the cutscenes are janky as fuck like that, it ruins the immersion for me because I have a hard time following it. As it gets progressively worse, I have a harder time following what the hell is going on because I skipped over like more than half of the important story elements. Either censorship with localization or whatever, you know, or whatever reason. It just means like you were just being a complete wreck. Why even use artificial intelligence in MiHoYo? It's rich as hell. MiHoYo is rich as hell. I mean, with the goth, I wouldn't. I'm sure they are.
We're not talking about like Hoyo game though. We're talking about Tower Fantasy, which is in Hoyo.
Well, no, I know it's not Hoyo. That wasn't the point. Like,
no, but I think you were reading a comment that said about MiHoYo being rich as hell. Like, yeah.
Well, he just got back. He just got back though. He's hearing part of the conversation. We're not. He's talking MiHoYo. I'm talking about a different game. Like Neverness to Everness, which is really good. It's common, it's fine. I think some of its scenery is beautiful, and some of it's but it's using AI and like you know you can see the issues with it. Now, does it deserve all the hate? No, I don't think it deserves absolute hate. Like, I think it's actually a pretty good game. It's just, my issue is just like with the some games when its optimization is kind of all over the place, the way it's set. It irks me a little bit, especially like a game that's supposed to be really heavily story driven, where I'm missing half the story. I can't get into it, you know. And I guess MiHoYo, yeah, is probably the least. I would say the least worst of the contenders. It has some of these issues, little hiccups. They're not that bad, but I just remember they had. What I mean,
the hiccups Play-Doh has is like expected of any game, in my opinion. It's not like.
Well, what I mean
egregious.
is, I'm not talking. What I mean is the degree of each of the hiccups in both are different by far. At least I can't compare them, but yet the type of hiccup they are seems consistent. Like, consistent, not all the time, but it seems like it's the type. Its type is the same, right? It's not that it's as bad. Like, you tell the difference by far. You can follow a lot better than those other games than you could in, like, say, Tower Fantasy, which is, like I said over and over, is the worst and most noticeable jank as fuck, right? And like I said, that's not MiHoYo, but I'm talking about, like, across both those games, they seem to have some of the same issues, but not to the same degree. That's all I'm saying. The vastness of the issues is very different. It's just like a little, like Genshin or something, it's a lot smaller and almost unnoticeable, but yet if you catch it, and then you see it. That's all I'm saying.
But like, a lot of the issues you named are just issues in any game that's been localized.
Okay.
I didn't even hear what we were talking. I mean, I know we were talking about issues, but
I'm talking about like I see comparisons between the jankiness in games like Tower Fantasy and the games like some MiHoYo games. Not to the same degree, but like cutscene abnormalities, dialogue abnormalities, like cutscene transition issues, and like I noticed that they're not the same level, but they manifest in the same way, just not the same degree. Like one's almost unnoticeable, and the other is like completely ass, you know. Like, I'm not saying that they're all the same though. That's my argument there. And you were saying that he said that probably just comes down to localization. Like, maybe it's localization? I guess, yeah, because some of these games come out of somewhere where they censor shit out, or they change things, because, whatever. I don't know, is that what you mean by localization? Where they kind of, like, just...
Well, like, for example, let's use Japanese localization, because it's the thing I know the most about, because I watch a lot of anime, okay?
Yeah.
When it comes to writing, they have to, like, rewrite everything pretty much because of how Japan's like language structure is versus America.
Yeah.
Or English is. You get it. Like, like words that we have that we use a lot, like don't exist in Japan. Like, so when they do, and if they do like a more direct like one to make it sound as accurate as possible, the sentence structure does not work the same.
Yeah, I get it.
So they have to change it, and sometimes in games specifically, because it's not so that you can easily like think up like in an anime where it's just if they're talking, then you have the person talking. But
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so basically depending on where it's coming from, the localization and translation could be all over the place versus, yeah. Okay, that I understand. Yeah. Like so for the language we converted from, they're trying to run away, but the language barrier makes it hard to translate one thing one way or the other. I get see that I understand. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's just that it's just not really smooth, and I guess that's why you're saying.
Sometimes it can be really, really rough. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure there's a good example in a very popular game, but I can't think of one right now. I know in older games that come from Japan, it had that problem a lot. But that's all it is typically. Is like if there's usually a bad transition, unless it's like the game itself is having a bad transition to a different scene. Like you can see where the, like where how that could be a good transition, but it looks wonky or bad. Then it's usually localization's fault, which is something that you can't really avoid all the time.
Okay. That might be the Tower of Fantasy's localization is really, really bad. Really.
It's probably not really bad. It's probably just not like the same quality as Genshin's because it's a smaller studio.
Well, I guess, yeah, I know. I guess I see that. It's just I was noticing there was some of these problems saying like for all the money they were bringing in for a while, it seems like not much of it. Well, especially either like I said, Star Wars Studio, right? Well, like I think they were bringing in like a lot of money too, though. I don't know what their actual. Not sure that's why it's that bad. I don't know. You're right.
Hello. Let me find it. I'll find it. Give me a second.
I know it's like much like some. I know different studios or different game developers and studios and publishers may not put necessarily like you see this all the time. Not all of them put all the investments they get in the game by developing it, or they get taking money, but they don't tweak the game enough, and all their money just gets funneled somewhere else. I know that happens sometimes. I'm sure it does, and you can probably see it affecting the product. Like I'm sure you guys can think of a company that does that, where they'll take the profits. And instead of making the game better, they just funnel it all somewhere else, and the game just like, suffers immensely, and they play out in the end.
Won't be last. Yeah, I know.
What's their actual? I don't know what to say. What to see.
Uma Musume, the horse gacha game is number 10. Yeah, that's number 10 in like the most successful gacha games.
Right,
What's funny is it was leading there for a minute. Like when it first launched, it was like fucking anything anybody ever talked about was Uma Musume.
Yep.
I was like, this is cheese dick. I'm never touching this game. Before that was Nikkei. Nikkei was actually starting to hit the charts for pretty hard for a minute.
Wuthering is number 7. Number 4 is Genshin, and number 3 is Honkai.
What about Infield? Is Infield doing good anymore, or is it like
Arknights?
Yeah.
It just says Arknights, it doesn't say Infield, just Arknights. I don't think Infield was out last year.
No, that came out beginning of this year, right?
Yeah, so that wouldn't count.
Oh, that chart was based on of the year or the whole year. Okay, I was just talking about placement in general. Yeah. This
year, Genshin, last month I should say, or February, not last month, February. Genshin's number 2, Honkai's 4, Pokemon TCG, then Infield is 5 and 6. ZZZ is 8. Dokkan Battle is 9. Fate Go is 10. What the fuck is Puzzles and Dragons? Goes to Victory Nikkei, whatever, is 13. Wuthering Waves is 14. And Infinity.
Damn, Wuthering fell off. Wuthering well, Wuthering's still good. I don't know why they're like 14. I wonder if Arknights took over their original spot. What it sounds like.
It's probably just that there isn't anything as popular. Like Honkai and Genshin have like released new characters every patch, pretty much. Honkai specifically doesn't have any 4 stars anymore. Which is a problem for Honkai. I should say Star, not Honkai, there's 2 Honkais. Genshin just revan. Actually, this was April. I don't know. It was out in April.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to get off here because unfortunately I do have to get up tomorrow, even though I had a nap. This arm of mine is being a pain in my ass, literally.
That's fair.
Like I'm just barely sitting here, barely moving my mouse, and my shoulder's already fucking like trying to give up on me.
Well, you're playing ZZZ. You can try your controller.
Yeah, I'd probably do that tomorrow. Excuse me. Whew. But yeah, I want to play this more for sure. Like Zenless seems like a fun one.
There's a video talking about it. And it's doing this shit. I hate being.
What happened?
I hate being.
Oh, Bing. Oh.
Yeah, stop. Stop grossing mobile jacking.
Number 13, Burger King foot lettuce.
That's a fun Burger King foot lettuce.
No, it's Genshin.
It's the only gotcha that's worth having. It's the gotcha that keeps on giving.
Do you want a Burger King foot lettuce?
All day. Alright, you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow if I can.
I mean, do you have any preference of the kind of feet you want in your Burger King foot lettuce?
Yeah.
It's like giggity, giggity, giggity.
You need Jeebus.
I already have Jeebus, thank you.
You have Jeebus? That's odd. I just made that name up.
No, you didn't. I've heard that before.
I did. I'm
Liar.
a fraud. I'm a fraud.
You faker. You fraud. He's a phony, guys. Hey, look at that. He's a phony.
He's a big fat phony.
I like how in that episode the guy kept showing up and everything. Like, bro, chill out, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, he's a phony. I love that my cat is so good in this game. I'm doing my my dailies in Genshin, and I'm just my cat is built so well that I just annihilate everything in front of me.
So I had 2 MiHoYo accounts because I had 2 different logins for Genshin, and I forgot my login and then remembered my old login after I created a new account and started Genshin over. So I just deleted the old, the duplicate. Now I have just one account for Honkai and Genshin. It's less confusing.
That's fair.
It just took me a while to figure out how to do that. I was like, what? Okay, what is what? What is what? I was like pissed off that I had 2. I would often log into the wrong one. There's not more along, and I'm like, I get sick of this. This is stupid. Like, how did I make this mistake? Because I don't know how I have multiple emails for different things, and I kind of sometimes use 2 emails for the same kind of thing, so I don't get like overly spammed with like a shit total of emails all in one location.
I wouldn't do. Not just what gameplay today. What gameplay?
Oh my god! Oh
Dude, catch up to ZZZ or do Genshin story. I don't want to do ZZZ, but I need to. I'll do ZZZs.
Oh, 2 black mages, got it. Oh, I explained it. Stupid, we have 2 black mages in here. No wonder they had an extra casting circle. I mean, I don't notice that obvious stuff like anyone else player would notice. I am so slow on the uptake. But it's okay. I'm black maging very well. Got it. Good job, everyone. More. You want that? You can have it.
I'm gonna get going because I'm gonna be doing the ZZZ story.
Alright. Take care.
You too.
Yep. Good talking to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. La 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 la. Ha 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 ha. You're right. Well, everyone is offline. I don't buy it. I do not buy that as a second. In no way everyone's offline. Are they? Are you serious, bro? My day off and no one is on in the morning. It is early in the morning. It was so midday. It's kind of hard. So beyond. Oh. Yo, going into my Discord chats if anyone wants to hang out for a little while. I've been live stream chat with the Don's Mafia. La 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 la. Okay, here we go. Ayla Bailey, hello. Good morning, how are you, Ayla? Now then, let's begin our search. Since I've never actually seen the Jess sister, I suggest we find the Radiant Host soldier first. They do all wear similar armor as all. Search your surroundings for the Radiant. You may move the camera as well as zoom. Okay. That's the Radiant Host? Oh, wait, yeah. Not to worry about that, she's unconscious, otherwise he is unharmed. Rock ball? Is it? Yes, I eventually found him. He was confronting the fiend that now lies dead. Let's see what this guy looks like. At last, the Jeltzisker grace graces Han. I shall bring unending peace to this beguiled land. Dude, this guy a clown. You are brave to follow in my path. If you indeed possess the mettle to even consider the terrorists returning our home, let alone stand against them. Yet, curses though they may be, you are far too weak to fell a beast so mighty. Quite the place where, like, yeah, sure. I am of the radiant host. If I ran from such meager prey, I would become a laughingstock. How bold to look death in the eye without flinching. I doubt not your conviction to defend Rajahan, yet I believe I've held for mine. Bro, what are we doing? Oh, Apex, bestow me the divine might. Bro, he can't use it. Do you not heed my skull? I require power more than ever. Is something supposed to happen? Why am I yet unworthy? Oh, maybe there is a button I must press. Bro, this guy's stupid. That's not what I expected. He's gonna run. Stand aside, other tests. I just give me a moment. I cannot end like this. I won't be a fool. Come on, moldy trinket, or transform me into the hero of Rathaton. What happened? Bro. Oh. Good luck and bad luck. I think that's what it is. He renounced the idol, and became wreathed with mysterious light. Then boulders started falling from the sky. Down they came one after another. That's what I must have been struck unconscious. I recall only faintly, but I think I heard the man mumbling quite excitedly if he had come upon a sudden revelation, or if he was just overtaken by madness. It seems he got away unscathed. Either he had an incredible stroke of luck, or whatever he was beseeching was actually answered. Then it is as expected. The jester is the selfsame thief who stole the patch of the Apex. Yep. But no doubt he's long departed from here. First, I'll escort this fellow back to you and keep close eye on him. His wounds can be dreadful after Apex. Okay. Let's go, guys. Let's freaking go. Yo, let's go. Okay. Sorry. The soldiers made this his way to Rajahan to make a formal report, and what an odd report it will be. His account seemed to align with legends of treasure power. The wielder escaped unarmed and brought ruin to those around him. Could those falling rocks have been a freak action? I'm not so sure. You won't believe it, he came back. Who came back? The jester? Yeah, not long after you left. He said he beat up a monster and knocked out a radiant, and he was laughing his head off. Ooh. Did he really do that? Is he stronger than a regular radiant? He's not. Whatever he did, monster was slain, I suppose. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Well, my mate can't stop talking about him. He wants to be just like this. Sure, his mom and dad weren't happy about that, though. Yeah. I'd advise you and your friend to look for a different role model, but we thank you for telling us what happened. Well, there is one less fiend skulking about. I suppose he may have been simply testing the treasure's capabilities. As far as we know, he's yet to use the power of the lens. I find his motivation a mystery. To steal the hearts of the Apex by force only to come here and Lavender and use it for good. It makes no sense. You heard tell of this passage of the Unbound, yes. May they have ventured to Tyrol claiming to be their victims, yet here they were the survivors. If he had such a noble goals, then did he not stoop to such devious deception? What could we be lying? But that's neither here nor there. He stole from many people, my people, and that misdeed cannot be forgiven. The Hearts of the Apex helped us win peace, but by its might, our forebears built the foundation of our lives would lead. Until recently, I stood silent, a symbol of our pride as a people. It reminded us that we carved out a home within the inhospitable wilderness. Being trusted with its protection is a great honor. I was so proud of my father when the others chose him, so proud to be his daughter. Yet since that day it was stolen, some of the other villagers made their disdain towards him only too clear. I couldn't bear it. That's why I must take it back, get it back, to restore my village's pride and my father's reputation. There's still so much we don't know about the Justice Sire, but we have to assume he learned to wield the Apex power. I can't say whether those falling marks have anything to do with it, but I won't discount it thought. I'll continue looking into the whereabouts while we still have so many questions, so we both of us working together will find the answers enough. Yes, I'm afraid there has been some developments that are less than encouraging. News of the Justice's actions has spread throughout the city, and when each retelling his deeds became more valorous, the younger citizens... Craigie. Yo, what's up? I'm not pronouncing the name wrong. Sorry, I read it as cringy, I didn't mean that. Craigie. How's it going? You know, that's what you tell them to do. Well, listening to your citizens, popular seem to hear something on idle. I just pronounced it wrong. Sorry. You're good. Despite the creatures that he hunts posing no deal, he would paint them as mighty beasts, and these family, of course, already the hosts are far too busy with trouble themselves causing these consequences. Sorry. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Craigie. I'm good. I just saw you recommended on my page. Have you finished the MCU? Oh, I finished the MCU a long time ago, dude. I was just doing a lot of extra stuff. Can't wait to the next section of MSQ, though. I do enjoy this game. I'm good, just waiting for him. Yeah, right? Cool. I like McDonald's, although this morning I'm probably just gonna cook something. Maybe. I'll see. I haven't had breakfast yet. Probably make some bacon and eggs. I have some of that in the fridge. Do that after the stream is over, though. Yeah, the Justifier has twisted circumstances to advantage. He proclaims to anyone who is listening that the raiding hosts shrink with terror before these beasts. Then he only... Oh my god. Although you might expect such claims to be dismissed as wild ramblings, it seems no few have fallen to his ploy. The whispers of exploits among the youth have particularly grown with clamor. I got nothing I want. I love their coffee. So I make the excuse to get breakfast too. You know, their hash browns and their sausage, maybe sausage, egg sausage on a biscuit or on a English muffin. Those are pretty good too. Like I've had them, they're tasty. Like preferably, I would eat Wendy's in the morning. I like their stuff especially, but unfortunately, their food makes me really sleepy afterward, and I can't stay awake. It knocks me out for a few hours. It just affects me that way, dude. They're good food to get in a short, like McDonald's is especially good food to get in the morning breakfast really quickly. Yeah, I'm getting 2 of those muffins. Nice. Though you might want to expect such claims to be dismissed as well, ramblings if it should know few people have fallen towards ploy. Okay. We mustn't be discouraged, for his increasing fame only makes it easier for us to sniff him out, sniff out his trail. And whether better start rising hot, and I'll see you there, Amelius. Okay. So you saw me as recommended. Was I recommended on the front page? Because I do pop up on the front page from time to time. Every once in a while, YouTube will put me up there. I stream across Twitch and YouTube right now, but I try to focus most of my attention on my YouTube when it comes to promoting my stuff out there. That's where choice to make my main thing. We gotta go to the Rock and Hide. So right now I'm leveling my Black Mage. I've been playing this game for many years. I just only now getting into Black Mage and expanding to other classes beyond Dragoon or Reaper. Yeah, front page for me. Was watching some Final Fantasy earlier, so I think that's why. That's probably exactly why. I'm very active. I'm very active throughout the week. I'm live every morning and sometimes in the afternoon. Except for Sunday. Sundays I take my break. It's my break day for rest. I've been doing Savage as Black Mage, just doing it as Ninja now. Yeah. I wish I had tackled all these classes years ago, but I was too much of a coward to do everything, especially through roles like tank or healer, because I knew that like tank or healer are subject to a lot of criticism by players if you can't get the roll down very well, and some people are perfectionists and just downright jerks and just treat them. So I just didn't want to do it. Recently, I branched out into tank, specifically warrior. Warrior's fun, high survivability. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was. That's why I was DPSing for so long. Because I was kind of trying to avoid, you know, getting griefed by players. Like, in a lot of games, you get griefed just for playing tank. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen to some degree in this game. Not all the time, but all the time I've seen it happen here is that the tank really is not doing anything properly, and it's just like I saw it once, so I actually felt bad for the guy because he wasn't saying anything, but they were really griefing him, like Bard or Viper. Yeah. Oh, I was annoyed not seeing my jobs at 100, so I love them all. Good way to know if you like the job or not. I thought I hate Mugs and White Mage, but I actually liked them in the end. So don't. Still don't like Bard or Viper yet. Viper is not one of my favorites, but I maxed leveled it. Bard is okay, I guess. It's not my favorite either, but I wanted to max it out, so I did. Like, watch. I miss my Viper. Not all the skills are there, you know. Well, I know, I don't think you can do anything about that. And here's my bard. It's an okay class. It's more of a support DPS, honestly. Like, it does all the buffs that you gotta pay attention to. It's not really a hard high damage there. But then here's my Reaper, which is really does high damage, which I was on before. Wait, was I on my war? No, I was on my Black Mage, but it's my Reaper. I have a lot of glance for it. I'll show Mo. This one. Oh, I love the Reaper weapon. Reaper weapon is the best, dude. I love Scythe, and it's just so cool. It does a lot of damage. Oh, here's one of my favorite glaives right here. Very nice. See? Got this one. The really tribal looking one. That's my my suit. This one. Yep. Let's switch over to warrior. My warrior. Oh, this is a good one. Very good look for warrior. You should see my Reaper. It's red. Don't know if I can show you somehow. I don't have YouTube streams. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, red's pretty good. I actually have a red one too for him. This is my. Hold on. I switch over to Reaper though. There, this is my red look. I recently did this glam. I wish I had a better scythe though. I don't care for the Tyrol scythe too much, but it was the best one I could hit the match. Take off the head. You like it? Cool, thanks. Yeah, it's good. I mean, the color of the scythe. I just don't like the feather thing. That's the only thing I don't care for too much. It's kind of ridiculous. The scythes are nice. The mineral stuffs are nice, actually. They really are. Yeah. I switched back to the Black Mage because I got more stuff to track down. Track down this dude because I got grind experience and gil for this character. I got more gil to put up. I don't do crafting, so I'm more of a battle junkie. So my gil, me getting gil, takes a while for me. But I guess it reached over 2 mil gil on me. I kind of put some in the FC chest. I already had the destination in mind. High Crystal. I hear the Archimages that can concord all manner of techniques and powers, including those which help the detaining traces of energies left behind by magics and tools. Falling rocks have invulnerability marked locations where they Chelsea has performed one of his feats, and I believe the alchemist mixtures can help us determine if he presents the work's treasure. I'm hardly an expert in such concoctions, though I'll seek advice from the High Crystal. While I'm doing that, I would ask you to go to the Hall of Radiant Hosts and see if they have any new information to suggest for who does the plan. Okay. Okay, now that we're both at our task, I'll go get to them and I'll meet you back here once the business is done. It's not easy to make gil. If you have retainers, you can get free cash. I have a couple retainers. I mean, every once in a while they bring back these little things that can exchange for, yeah, for that. Not gil they bring back like a, well, I think they bring back a little gil. I actually haven't checked that. But they usually bring back little things that can exchange out Or Gale sometimes. I should just work on my gatherers more, honestly. Gatherers a good way to make money too. I have gatherers that are a higher level, but I haven't touched them in a while. It's just like with tanking, we're kind of crafting it a little bit. It's more annoying, honestly. To catch up with that. Okay. If you have a botanist or miner retainer, you could send them to fetch crystals that people need for crafting. It's easy and free. I sell them for 1,000 at a time for 40. I should change them to that, yeah. Or at least one of them I should change to a miner, maybe. Nice. That sounds good. I like that. I'm gonna try that with some of my retainers. I only have 2 though, but I could probably respect one of my retainers or something else. Try as we might. He claims that the razors hosts are allowing monsters to run amok unchecked. You know how young minds are impressible and difficult to change it. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I actually have my character has a class as a miner too. I can get stuff that way too. When I gotta get it up high enough though, so the quality of material I'm getting is worth the what I'm selling it for. Like at my level, I can only get the basic stuff, which is like low level and stuff. We initially disregarded him as botanist, as a mostly eccentric, but his alarming sway over the populace can no longer be ignored. We are presently considering whether or not or want to form investigation into his activities. Yeah, and this ally of yours has done well in your research thus far. You even have a working theory about the falling stone. It's quite impressive. Several of our number have encountered him during their patrols, only to lose sight of him under a hollow rocks. Such incidents have become all too frequent in medieval race with demand and react. For now, I'm afraid this is all the help we can offer. Please share what I've told you with your companion, and together we'll unmask this just okay.
La, 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 la.
Hey.
Da, 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 da. Ho, 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 ho.
What's this? I love the last song. It's good music. It's heartening to know that the radio host is taking this seriously. Thank you for speaking with this. I have good tidings as well. I explained the situation to the alchemist, and they provided a powder which should help detect traces of magic in the surrounding environments. You know what also has a good soundtrack? Old Charlian. That place. That has a really good soundtrack, too. I say help because the powder reacts differently on its own. The function properly requires skill. Practice arcane arts. Lucky I have you. I've committed the locations of all the sightings of the Jester in the memory, and the closest we all have performed the lives will help work. Alright, that's a good idea. Oh, you know what's also happening? What? I have there's 2 expansion soundtrack, trailer soundtracks, you know, the main menu in the trailer that I liked. Well, actually 3. Heaven's Ward opening song, Shadowbringer's opening song, and Endwalker's opening song. Those 3 are real bangers, dude. Especially Endwalker, with transitions from the Heaven's Ward kind of theme kind of music, almost into like a when the transition goes cuts into Australian, the vocals of the woman singing. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. That was like so good. Even I think in Heaven's Ward transition from the calm, dun 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 dun, the music with the music picks up, it gets really exciting. That was good too. All very good transition. I've committed the locations of the sightings of just through the memory and the pauses. Where was it from? Oh, fireworks intended. Like the transition between two different states of music and their openings are really good. If you get what I'm saying here. Yeah, Square Enix are so good at making music. I guess they've had decades to practice, but even way back then it was good. I don't know all the history of all their music, but I could tell a lot of their past games, some of the past games I have played. Final Fantasy, I've been really good. Like, let's see, Georgia Cerberus had a good soundtrack. Also, Crisis Core had a good soundtrack. Let's see, Final Fantasy 12 had a good soundtrack too, and 10 especially. Ooh, 10's beautiful even up to this day. Really good. I have to finish 10 though. I was playing through it, it just stopped. Me neglecting my videos on my channel. I'll get back into it. I'm trying to balance too many things at once. I end up balancing nothing. But dude, all their music, oh, absolutely stunning. Yeah, I think 10 is a fan favorite. Oh, 10 undoubtedly is a fan favorite. If it's not the game's story, then it's I would say the second would probably be my person with the soundtrack. Its soundtrack is definitely good, really good. I still haven't beat 10, believe it or not. I beat 10 too before I beat 10 years ago on the PlayStation 2. I borrowed it. Did you say you haven't finished it? Yeah, I haven't finished 10 yet. I gotta still finish it. I want to get back into it. I just haven't really made time for it yet. I almost played through it several times, but in the past PS2, I almost finished 10. I got to the point with the airship battle. We were fighting a dragon going to rescue Yuna, but I couldn't get past that. What? Go get it. I'll get it. Yeah, that's when I originally borrowed it on the PlayStation 2. I didn't get it again until the remaster. So I had 10-2 before I had 10. I got it I played these games in a janky order. But no, I know 10's story is really good. Ervra is the boss. Yeah, that's what he's the first real challenge. I think. Yeah, and he is I heard you have to poison him, or max out Orin or Owaka's skill tree or something like that. There's different ways you handle him, but especially I guess ideally you want to get like Waka's best weapon, but you want to poison him. Like I heard that's the simplest way to deal with him, make it easier. But I have to get back to that because that's where I left off in the PS2 era. I bought the game on PS3 and just beat the maxed out Final Fantasy X-2 as much as possible on there, but I never got back into the first, and I want to so badly. I've done it recently though. I got a few videos up of it. I gotta get back into playing it. Maybe I'll do that today or something because I'm off of work today. I'll try to make at least one video, to kind of catch up. I'm essentially starting it over. I also got to do the Final Fantasy X remake. Stealing water gems as Riku beforehand is good. Well, does a lot of damage to him. Really? Really? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for that little tip. Like I said, I never got beyond that point. I was gonna play through the game and max out. I want to at least get Anima, that optional primal. I've never done that because I hear that makes it a lot easier. Yojimbo, I could collect later. The samurai one. Yeah, I made myself a challenge and played it. It helped me. And played it. Yeah, I want to get the Yojimbo one too, but I'm honestly probably not going to be using him that much because he takes all your freaking money just to kind of get the more gil you get when you take him. Apparently, when you pick him up, the more power his special will be at the start. But that's a lot of gil to collect and a lot of gil to lose every time you go use a special. He's gonna drain my bank, my gil reserves. Like fuck that. Pardon my language. And I've seen him. I saw someone try to use his special on Seymour. You can multiply it. Yeah, I know. We can multiply it. Him. Okay. You can manipulate him. I think the Anima summon is actually pretty good too, though. I heard actually it's pretty strong. One of the strongest in the game, and that's the one I want to get mostly. I do want to get the optional ending on me. I gotta get the sisters too. I gotta look at the guy. I just want to do it. I want to do it in a timely manner. You don't have to give him the max money. You give him low money, then double it or something. I can't remember exactly. Oh, so there's a way to do it. Oh, right, you haggle. You haggle. I've seen someone haggle. There's a way you can haggle with it. Haggle him. Yeah, you haggle with him. You get him on your side. You give him you either give him money straight up right away, or you kind of like build double it. Yeah, I saw someone do it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, but I love the summons in 10. They were fun. The Justiciar was sighted near here, and I didn't see any other conspicuous stones around, so I sprinkled the powder over here, this one. Now concentrate on your focus on the inner eye, or whether it is that the focus of your power, and see you can detect an unusual. Let's see. What are we doing here? Oh, it contains something. Contains a force. What's that called again? I think I know what that is. So where are you detecting anything on? My challenge was nobody can use their own grid pass, so I had Melee, Lulu, Healer, Orin, etc. No stat for spheres, so their stats would never increase. No overdrives, no summers, but you need a lot of game knowledge for it. Yeah, that's not too much for me, dude. I'm just gonna try to get the summons and just do it the way I know how to do it. You know, I can't get all the summons. I'll just complete the game the way I'm completing it. I heard getting all the 100% helps you get the special ending. But honestly, I'm pretty sure I know what that ending is already. You can do it. So because there are no crystals in the rock, the energy you detected must have been the remnants of some kind of spell. So that right? Yeah, do that, Law. I can. Played it a bunch of times. Yeah, probably. I want to at least complete the playthrough on stream. I think it's honestly intimidating. Like, to get everything 100% on my first completion, I try to complete it the first time, is probably too big of a thing. Probably too big of a challenge for me to try. I'm probably biting off Market 2. That's probably honestly what's. I know I'm biting off Market 2, and I want to complete my stream in a time that might not take too long. But I've been torn between 100% completion and completing the game quick enough to where it doesn't take up too many parts. But if I 100% it, it's going to have to take a lot of parts. And I'm not sure. That might be too much for me to do as far as video pushing out every day. I would have to completely dedicate myself to that completely for weeks, and I wouldn't have the patience or time to deal with anything else. So, and I work too, so like I can't do it every day, and I don't always have the energy every day to do it. So I think yeah, do that. I would never 100%. I hate blitzball. I never could do it. Yeah, I don't like blitzball either. So yeah, if you want, I hear if you want to 100%, you do. I think you do the blitzball, you get walk a special weapon, right? Is that how that works? But it's, you know, I don't see myself doing blitzball. Dude, I hate blitzball. It's boring to me. I would never want to. Yeah. I might be trying to do too much. That's probably honestly what's kept me from completing it thus far, as far as my playthrough and the videos, is because I'm thinking, I want to do it. I want to do it, but I said I 100% it, but now I'm not sure I want to. But then I have to. I think too much and I get nothing done. Yeah, this best weapon. Yeah, the best weapon from blitzball. I never get it, and I don't even care. It's always gonna beat the game, right? Yeah. Like the last game I really wanted, more 100%, and I'm not sure if I even 100% it was Tales of Zestiria on my PC. That's the last game I almost 100% it completely. There's some games that are easier to 100% that are probably good for content as far as, you know, and don't need to put too much time into it to get where people get bored of watching. You know, the heavily grindy stuff, but like there's certain things that are easier to obtain than others, and games like Final Fantasy games have a lot of extra shit that you gotta worry about if you're trying to 100% that on a stream or on a video. Like, you could do it, but like, it'd be good. It just would take a long ass time, dude. I don't have infinite patience, but I do want to at least complete the story. At least we now know the link of the true nature. Even so, in many questions I've answered. Yeah, I guess some games are just insane to 100%, like Binding of Isaac. Bro, I never played that. Like, I've never had an interest in that game, but is it really that bad? I don't know. The rain host told us that even as they just stood before the creature, he seemed to have trouble calling upon whether he said at first. My father once said that his Avak is much like the wand he used to weave his magics. Of course, the main difference between them is the unique nature of the essence stored within the treasure. I got 100 of the achievements and collectible, and it's very hard. Really, it's challenging. It's like I heard the game's about child. I heard the theme of the game is child abuse, though. Like, I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons I wouldn't personally play it. I'm not saying it's a bad game to play. The game just creeps me out a little. It's weird looking to me. Not in how it plays is not one of my styles of games to play. Though, I heard it's very popular, but. Like, I just heard, like, it's kind of, like, if we know the story background, it's kind of fucked up. What's going on? That's what I heard. I know a little of such arcane instruments, but they must be quite familiar with them. How do you like yours? I channel ether to it. I want incantations. I rely on sheer willpower. I see you want the right instrument, especially requires use of specific technique. This just seems to lack any such expertise, so how did you tap into their true power? I wonder. I suppose the page to actually process some unique method of activation. When I spoken to the representatives of the other tribes about their treasures, no one mentioned special techniques being required. Not that the relics should have much common to begin with. You two, did you see or a girl pass through here by yourself? I'm afraid not. What happened? Well, I recognize you both. The hero of the Final Legion, our recent visitor from Terrell. Apologies for but I beg your assistance. It's all that just the girl said she was off to join the Fool's Crusade and ran out of Yemeni before you could stop her. I played as a little boy. You play as a little boy's imagination of things he learned and how warped his understanding of the world is, having a crazy religious mother, and he ends up suffocating in a toy chest. Oh. That is dark, dude. Yeah, I don't think my heart could take that. That's sad. Her mother begged us to find her, but she is following the justice. She could be elsewhere. You seem sighted, location scattered all over Cloudnear. We can't stand here looking for rocks while a girl is in danger, especially if the justice is involved. We have to help. It's a dark game for sure, but mechanically it's really great. A masterpiece. Well, I'm sure. Yeah, no, I just, you know, as far as the story, I'm just saying that it's kind of messed up, what you're saying too. But it sounds like mechanically it plays very well, and that's good. I've seen some twisted games, some games out there that they're advertised as some twisted story elements. Like, yeah, that's too dark for me. Good, as far as I know, I haven't cited Northern stories coming on this. Okay, let's get this mouse ready. Have you ever played a game called Ghostwire? That was a fun game. I like horror stuff, so I'm fine with it. It's not real after all. No, I know. I don't know. That just seems kind of. It's sad. It's kind of sad. I thought she was crying. Oh, I'm a softie. Have you ever played a game called Ghostwire though? I heard the game would have been much better if the developer, the head developer, or some of the people working on the game hadn't bailed out halfway through the production, and that's why a lot of stuff was cut or not included in the game. I heard the work on Ghostwire, but overall it played very well. I had fun with it. I liked the combat, I liked some of the collectibles I could find. I liked the story was, because of the development, right? But that was a good game, actually. Honestly, it's fun to play. It's fun to play. Uses a lot of Japanese folklore, yokai, horror stories, and stuff like that in it. I don't think I've heard of it. What is Ghostwire? It's a Bethesda game, worked on by Tango Studios, called Ghostwire Tokyo. It's not really the best story. The story's kind of like, it's hard to just figure out what's going on, what it's trying to be, because very short, because like development copped out halfway through development, so it was released in an incomplete state. But the combat, Japanese folklore, items, artifacts, and stuff in it, like you're in a Tokyo that's taken over by ghosts, and you're possessed with this guy called KK, which is like a spirit, disembodied spirit, and you're using his power to hunt down yokai, ghosts, and destroy them. You can even come in contact with the night parade, like when the night parade is coming through town, like all the lights go out, a fog settles in, and you can see the ghosts walking to town, and you interact with them. You get pulled into another dimension where you fight hordes of yokai ghosts until you can get out. You use like powers, like shoot fire, wind, water, and elements, and use talismans to kind of fight off these ghosts and destroy them, exorcise them. You collect the spirits of people. Yeah, it's kind of like Silent Hill. Not as scary as Silent Hill. It's actually it's more like a shooter horror themed. It's not that scary. It's okay. Like it's a good game. I liked it. I was a big fan. I wish they made a second one, but unfortunately, as we know, the studio that worked on it was the same studio that worked on Hi-Fi Rush, and it shut down. So I'm like, oh great, terrific. I think the same studio that worked on Hi-Fi Rush worked on it. Tango works. I know, or Tango was one of the studios that was shut down along with the one that did Hi-Fi Rush. I never played Hi-Fi Rush. It was fun. I think I might like playing it if I could. La, 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 la. about them. So that's how the game companies just shut down randomly nowadays. Yeah, it shows, oh, it seems random, but they're probably, honestly, a lot of these companies like Microsoft and Sony over-purchased a lot of studios. And they can't, they're cutting their losses because they realize they don't have the money to sustain all of them. And then with increasing prices, inflation, hardware spikes, all this stuff that's going on, AI, it's harder to sustain these studios financially, and they end up cutting projects. So even if they do push out some good games, it's so bad, they're probably losing more money in this than they're actually gaining back from their investments. So they decided to just cut the studios and decided to kind of focus on something else. I mean, it'd be better if they probably just put some of these games under a different IP. I think I'm not sure about this, but I think some of those games are locked in like a limbo to where they're technically under a different name, but they're not really doing anything with them, which is a shame. Ghostwire 2 would be perfect. I know there was a Hi-Fi Rush 2 that was in development, I think, or was going to be made until the studio shut. This is my understanding. I don't really have a extensive knowledge of the industry, really. I just know based on what things I've heard. I don't actually follow it too much either, so don't quote me on all that. I don't know exactly why they're shutting down. I just know it has money related. I heard people say that they overestimate how much money they'll make back in this investment, way overestimate what money they should be making, and when they don't reach that quota, they just shut down the studios and they cancel things that otherwise would have been really good, because they think, well, it's not the money we're looking for, so it's not worth the investment. Like, I've heard that too. So, they overestimate what they should be making and bringing in, and they're basically living beyond their means, or trying to live beyond their means, so to speak. It's hard to really know. I don't really like all the decisions these companies are making. It doesn't make sense. Some of them even inject stuff into their games that ruins their game's popularity, or they do stuff like how they promote it, I really don't have a deep understanding. I know indie companies are doing super well nowadays, so I think teams just need to downsize. They might need to. That might be the only way to do it. They could be overstaffed too, and too many. I mean, I know there's issues with companies like this isn't really game related, but remember when Elon took over, actually found out there was a lot of people working there. Some people that were in there that hadn't been working years, and they were still collecting a paycheck. A lot of wasted money, and I guess they were so big that they couldn't keep up with everyone that was there, and they downsized dramatically. As well. That kind of sucked. People lost their jobs, but some people weren't even showing up to work, be it either remote or local, or it didn't matter. Like they actually caught a lot of people that were just like getting a paycheck that haven't showed up at work in like months or a year, and they weren't even like working from home. Some of them. Which I'm not sure if the game studios have that same problem, but I suppose you get big enough and have so much going on that you receive a paycheck for work you're not doing. But that's just mismanagement, dude. Like any company could do that. So, like I said, I don't really know. I don't know how big these teams are. I don't know what kind of problems these companies are really having on the inside. I don't hear much about it until after the shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? Like it's. Yeah, that'll be all the bigger companies too. Many people get low productivity, too much clashing on ideas, not being inspired, being lazy. Definitely needs a smaller. Yeah, because the bigger it is, the harder it is to manage, and you could be losing a lot of money and not getting enough work effort coming in. Like, that can happen. It just, everyone gets in, and. It just, and then there's issues where sometimes where a whole team gets fired from a studio, or studio gets cut just because they want to give the shareholders of the shareholders and the reps of the company a higher pay raise, like the ones on the board, the directors, the higher ups, the CEO of a higher pay raise, so they cut the employees, which is shitty because these guys can go up. And yes, I'm not against people making money, but like. There's a certain level of stupid with how they do these things sometimes. Where it's like, yeah, no, dude, seriously, like, why? That's like, you get to, when you do to a point, I think there's some shitty things, you know. Not everyone needs infinite. I hate the show. Just some of the crowdfunding way is best, I think. True. Yeah, because shareholder, they just get, less people. Crowdfunding's way better. Oh boy. I don't understand all that works either. I just, like I said, I heard a lot of stuff in passing. I have a bucket of information in here. Not all of it's like I have firsthand knowledge of. Like, there's some things I do, but not in that department. Like I said, I don't necessarily know everything I'm talking about is fact, so don't quote me on it. I'm not going to be an idiot and claim to know have all the answers. There's something a friend once told me is, a smart person admits when he doesn't know anything. A fool admits says he knows everything, which is true. Someone will claim they know everything, and they claim to be expert, only find out they don't know nothing. I'm just telling you that I just know based on what I've heard, seen, or experienced in passing. I don't know. I don't have this first-hand experience that I could tell you without a definable doubt any of this. And that's I think it's a wiser stance to take. Let's say when you admit, well, don't quote me on it. Like, I'm the same thing when I talk about my faith and the Bible and God. There's things I do know. There's things I don't know. Yeah, you refuse to learn if you think you know everything. Exactly. There's no incentive to learn anything. You think you know everything, and you feel like you can never be wrong. Some people would dig their heels in on that. Like, it is ridiculous. You don't want to be a fool with your words and your knowledge. That can be damaging. You can cause a lot of problems too if you're like very vitriol about it, like, or was like very zealous about your knowledge, and you say, oh no, I'm right, you're wrong, I know what I'm talking about, you're an idiot. Like, it doesn't make you look smart to dig your heels on something you're clearly wrong about. Like, some people anyway, that's beside the point. I'm gonna get back into this. Thank you, Mr. Thank you. Okay, let's see what this overall girl says. I'm glad you're safe, but your mother must be worried sick. You shouldn't wander off like that, especially if you not look where tricks you're like, dude. What you mean? He's a bad man? Yes, exactly. He stole an important treasure from my village, and now he's using it to make himself look brave. But he needs to kill the monsters to protect us. That's no excuse for stealing. He might have fooled you younglings, but the radiant host know what he's up to. But he said that he'd save us from the monsters. He's our hero. The radiant said we shouldn't be scared, but we all know the jester is the one who keeps us safe. We don't. Anyway, oof. What's it? Huh? Oh. What happened? Did I lag out? There you go. I should care about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you refuse to learn. You currently do. What does it say? You currently do not have an active public or unlisted live stream on YouTube. Go live and we'll connect you to your chat in a few minutes automatically. Click here to go to the YouTube dashboard. What? Connected to YouTube dashboard. Oh, my stream must have lagged out for a second. Did it? Didn't lag out for me? Okay, just hold up. Oh, that must have been a. Oh, okay. No, it's probably just. I probably just getting the error message. My multi-chat gave me a notification that was incorrectly. I guess I must have just dipped on it or something. I don't know. Okay, so everything's working good. Good. I saw that message. I'm using something called Caster Labs to show chat across Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and it gave you that message. Like, why did it give me that message? It's weird. I don't know. Caster Labs is a little bit of a mess sometimes, but I didn't ever seen that screen before. I was like, oh no. You're still alive. Okay, good. That would be very upset here. No hero can save the world alone. It's gonna lag out with me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said things I remember. They protected everyone in the final days, I guess. So I forgot how much they care for us. I'm sorry, too. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that after all. It's been for... You said the Jester is a thief and a trickster, but I hope it's not true. He's my hero. Well, I best escort back to Johan and make you later than my list. Okay. Okay, now we got to... Oh, this is the role quest? Yeah, this is the Dawn Sheriff role quest, actually. I'm doing... I completed the one from Rise and Hondo, and the Endwalker one, and Shadowbringers one. I'm doing the role quests. It's just taking place in Rise and Hondo. Yeah. I wondered where you were, why you were here. That's why I asked if you were doing. Okay, yeah. no, I'm not doing. I did the MSQ a long time. I was doing a role quest. Yeah, definitely. I'm doing this Dawn Trail too. As far as what's out with it now. The girl and her mother are reunited, and I think we both give ourselves a pat on the back, though they're on their way now to inform the rating host that as well. I would like to apologize for before. I let my emotions get the better of me and argued the poor girl when she was hardly to blame for anything. I really shouldn't have been scolding myself. Oh, you're on Twitch. Yeah, I'm on here too. I prefer YouTube personally to use, but I'm just mirroring my stuff on Twitch right now. Most of my focus is on promoting my YouTube over my Twitch. I'm just expanding my reach a little bit more. Our friends suggested I do that. I haven't used my Twitch in a long time. Only up until recently I started using it again. I still got to update some of its socials and panels and stuff if I really want to make it look more presentable, but for now, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, that makes sense. I've never streamed to YouTube. YouTube for me has been a much higher growth than I've ever gotten on Twitch. That's why I focus on YouTube. That's where most of my audience kind of watch me on. I have people pop in Twitch. Yeah. I have people who pop into Twitch, but mostly I get a lot of stupid bots or scam accounts trying to strong arm me to take their commission for artwork I'll probably never receive. But for say discerning birth, I keep blocking the stream boo link thing, but it keeps coming back. Bastard. These bots, dude. I just hate them. I need mods for Twitch, but like, yeah, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of people I know that can do that. And they might have a hard time keeping up with my daily schedule. Yeah, you can smell the artist a mile away, pretend to be interested, but they're very vague, and then ask you Discord, and yeah, always the same. Yeah, dude, I got one the other day. I blocked on YouTube. She came over from Twitch and said, "Hey, she accused me of lying that I'm actually popular. I was actually popular for a while, and that I didn't have money. I didn't have money at the time, and I asked for art, and I told her I wasn't interested over and over." And she got all offended and mad. And she's like, "Oh yeah, you're lying. Drop your Discord restrictions right now and add me the call. I'm making. I need like." She got really forceful. I'm like, "No, we are not doing that. I am blocking your butt right now. I am reporting your channel because that was annoying. It's harassment at that point. Like, she was harassing me and kind of threatening, or him or whatever. You can tell those are scam accounts, dude. They won't. Well, except they aren't. They try to force it into you. Yeah, they're like that. And then it wasn't a bot. It was like, oh, no. Nope. Yeah, there we go. Always an account with a girl name and photo, but it's usually an Indian. Right? I'm so proud of my father for being appointed as his guardian. I suppose I was trying to impress the stranger out there with vanity. That vanity led my father to be vanity led to my father being attacked and the treasure being stolen from under our noses. I have no choice but to make amends for my mistake and bring it back. Yet some are convinced that the jester acts only to serve the greater good. I couldn't accept that he might not be as rotten as I thought, and I lashed at the wrong person. From now on, I can't let my emotions cloud my judgment. I must remain calm and look at the facts that they are, in the facts that the jesters have done harm to Prophet Thamnir. Even so, the organizations have served the passage of the unbound. The evil is its very core. It has actions. It reveals are not vanity. What is? The situation is fraught with contradictions. I still don't know what to think. What about you, Milius? There are still so many unanswered questions. Even if he hadn't attacked anyone, his actions are stirring unrest. Okay, let's do the first one, actually. I agree. He speaks of justice and heroism with great, yet there is something we're missing. Thank you, Milius. Your wise words. I sometimes find it difficult to keep my heart from screaming my perspectives. I'm grateful you are here to help see clearly. So it seems our objective is unchanged. We track down the man who stole my people's sacred treasure, wherever his intentions may be. Unraveling them comes secondary to finding the man himself. Yeah, past his kneecaps, right? I'll continue to pour out every effort to search to stop from him time to time, and may have something new to share with you. Bro, I need to do some combat. Come on. Like, those two monsters, like seal things, weren't good enough. Okay, let's see if we can queue up or something. Actually, let's try. I'll try to queue up or something. Let's see if we'll do leveling. Does he? Maybe. It kind of looks like an NPC, but I can't remember which. Really? Oh, the guy with the fat wife in Shadowbringers. A little bit, I guess, sorta. I'll take the hat off. He doesn't exactly look like that. I mean, he's a Makode, but maybe a little bit. I haven't seen the guy in a while. I know what you're talking about, though. The dude that the dude whose wife like spawns all over Alphanod. I don't know. Call him Alphanod. I know it's Alphanod. I said it wrong. I know what you're talking about exactly. Yeah. Actually, you know, let's switch over to Reaper for a little bit. I'll switch to my favorite glam, one of my favorite glams at least. I wish we could make fat characters. It would be funny to be a fat ninja, right? You'd be like you run like this. Hold on a minute. Okay, ready. 1 minute. Passed out. Yeah, and doing front flips when jumping. You'd be like that. Definitely. Dude, would you even flip or would you just fall over? Dude, I mean, he probably like run a couple. He would be so funny. Run a couple steps, and then just get completely exhausted like that. Oh, one day I hope. Dude, what if you could make a character fat, but like it made your stamina, your running stamina gauge, really short. Like run wouldn't last long, and you just be like, you'd be like, oh, you wouldn't even be able to move for a little while. You'd be like this. You'd be like, what is good? What is good? You kind of just fall asleep real easy like this. Just low energy. And you'd have to sit on the ground like. You kind of like kill over vomiting. Dude, I'm actually big myself. Not as big as I used to be. I've been losing weight. But I can tell you, like the more like it's hard you try to do exercise like that, you just can't do it. It takes it right out of you. So I'm joking, but I'm also talking from experience. But no, I don't think I've ever done. I can't say I've ever done. The only thing I haven't done is probably like flips. I would just fall over and pass out. You should be a ninja in real life, dude. Dude, me and ninja in real life, dude. That's funny to imagine. I couldn't do that. Dude, if I tried to parkour, I'd probably just like. If I tried to parkour like a ninja, I'd probably just. If I tried to jump off a balcony and down something, I'd probably break the railing and fall down and impact the ground so hard. It'd be like one of those. It'd be probably just like create a small crater. You were too old for that, yeah. You are too old for that, dude. I'm 37 right now. I don't look it, but I'm 37. There's a whole meme about when you're in your 20s, how you can do all this. Oh, you're 37 too? Cool. Yeah, so I saw this whole meme. It's on League with Sorry Street. She's reacting to it. And it's like when you're, it's Twitter memes, right? When you're in 20s, shows all these things you can do, get away with. When you're 30, shows this guy just trying to slightly jump off the back of a truck, like a small truck, very low to the ground, and it shows him like passed out, like hurt and injured, an ambulance showing up. Like you can't do that shit anymore. I can't do the shit I used to do. I haven't run in years, dude. I mean, I'm kind of being lazy and just not want to run, and after some chiropractor work, it fucked my back up for a while. So I wasn't able to run. Yeah, those are funny. I jumped off, I stepped and hurt my back. Yeah, dude, that's happened to me. Like, especially was heavier. It's more likely. Now I work a hard job as a porter. At a grocery store. I push a lot of heavy things. I move really quickly. Despite my fat self, I'm able to run. I run like Fat Albert in that movie, Fat Albert. That's how quickly I'm moving around the store, doing all my work, clean the bathrooms, clean the garbage, get the carts in, help the customers, everything. And I'm able to do it all like in a couple hours, like an hour and a half sometimes, if I'm caffeinated properly and I have plenty of sleep. Yeah, I'm getting better and move quicker too. I can't all this weight. You think like people say, dude, you're like a one-man work team, and I'm looking at myself like, how am I? Thank you, thank you for the follow. I look at myself and I think to myself, dude, how am I able to move like this? Like, even when I was bigger, I was like, how can I move like this? God, I mean, no one else in pain a lot of my job. Because at the end of the day, I'd be tired, I'd be exhausted, burnt out, and so pain. I'd sleep for a couple hours. I get home from work and I get up, and I didn't want to get up because it hurts because I was just like so much strain. But now I've lost some of the weight. It's getting better. But you know, I work hard. I work part time, but like, you know, my job is hard. It helps when you feel better. You feel better. Yeah, as you lose the weight. Yeah. Now I was actually diabetic until recently, but I'm back in the pre. So the weight loss has actually helped me a lot in going back into pre-diabetes instead of just like flat-out diabetes like I just got into. I'm surprised I got out so quick. Like it could have been. I went down from a 7 point to a 5, but they said like that's really good, and that's great. Dude, like there's people in my life that have had diabetes all their life, a long time, and like some of them have had kidney problems because they could never fully get out of that. So I guess you say I'm blessed. I thank God that He's created this opportunity to get the right kind of medication, the right kind of exercise, the right kind of job, and everything will put together, the right kind of diet to help and not too. It helped me do some of my insatiable appetite for food. So now I can I could easily manage myself. Yeah, sometimes I eat I have a trash diet once in a while. I splurge, but for the most part I try to eat very fairly, keep my calorie count low. It's hard to do that though when you get caught in a DoorDash trap. Well, you don't do DoorDash. Someone sent me a message. One find someone sell. I must Bro, that's a weird ass message my friend just sent me. Bro, I can't even read that. I don't understand what he's saying. Yeah. Yeah, one day I asked myself, do I really need 4 slices of toast? And I made 2 instead, and I felt full enough. And one do you do for a while, your body stops wanting portions that are too big. Yeah, it's true, it does. You know, there's a lot of times when I eat in the morning, before work, it's all for energy. I have eggs and bacon, or I have chicken and collard greens for breakfast. I'm gonna have eggs and bacon today for breakfast. But I have chicken, mushrooms, or beef and mushrooms, or for some protein, just energy. Or I'll have an apple, a Gruyere Smith apple, a coffee. Or in some cases, if I really want to lose, if I'm not really that hungry, but I'm a little hungry and I don't want to go cook anything, I'll have protein bar. I'll have my apple. And I'll have a coffee, and that'll be good enough. It depends on my appetite, what I'm in the mood for. But sometimes when I don't want to eat a lot, I just do that, and it's a good way to lose weight. But, you know, the Gruyere apples are really, really good for energy levels. You know, I usually start off with one of coffee, then I have Gruyere that'll hold me over. Sometimes some unsweetened black tea. It's all energy, and they're not too crazy on the calories, too. You know, you can usually lose weight. I'm on medication that helps with weight loss recently, but I can tell you that I've lost some of this weight. I feel a lot better. And I'm having less problems with my body, less muscle spasms, less, I used to have bad muscle spasms in the legs, but I realized the first step was changing around how I eat and when I eat and what I eat. And that's all important. Can I even get this? Yeah, so I gotta read this message, what my friend just said. I don't understand what he's saying. He's just saying something weird, it's kind of maybe he's messing with me. He likes doing this sometimes. That's good to work for you. That wouldn't work for me. I like to eat something heavy feeling. Apples are such too less liquid content for me to feel good, but like the McDonald's muffin was perfect. Feels heavy. My stomach, but it wasn't for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Well, that's why I say you don't eat just the apples. You gotta eat something with protein and something hearty too, but not something that'll make you tired to work mornings. Or generally, speaking, I try to get between 6 and 8 hours of sleep at night. That's the sweet spot. 6 between 8 hours, and below that, I'm just bad for me. I like to. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Why did I find myself in love with you? think he's trolling me. Friend of mine. You're saying something. Yeah, like certain, not everything works for every single person though. Okay, we got this word through here. Dude, my finger was cold. Dressed in the snow like this. But my friend sent me, so I'm not sure what he's trying to say. I think he's trying to joke about something. It's very like a word. Out of character. I'm not sure it was him. Maybe I hacked. Sending messages in Steam. That was fun. I brought asked him for how we go about. Because I have no idea what he's talking about. About, yeah. It is about 5 AM here. He lives out in a different state though, like several different time zones, so like it's like I think it's like
You're a sight for sore eyes.
2 hours earlier or 2 hours later where he's at. I don't remember. Yeah, it's about 4:53 AM. It's about to be 5 AM here. Will be earlier than him. Or 10 AM. Yeah, he's like oh, you're in England. Okay, so 10 AM. Okay. What's it like in England? I've never been outside the States.
Appreciate the help. We'll handle things from here. Take care of the fisher.
Oh, it's my home. I like it. I've never been to America, but I'd like to have a friend in Virginia. Hopefully, hey, one day you'll be able to do that. I've never had much interest in traveling outside the States. It costs a lot of money too. You know, a lot of planning, especially since there's someone local here. I wanted to travel to there to Japan one day, but I would have to know someone living in the area that would be able to show me around, or someone that's been there before. I wouldn't just go there. The USA is so good that you have to so much there. So I understand why. I mean, a lot of people pride themselves on America being the greatest country in the world, so they don't go anywhere else. I've never been outside America, so I can't say I have anything to compare it to. So I would say that we're a good country. Do we have our issues? Yeah. We're a great country. Do I know how bad? Have I seen all this firsthand? No. It depends on where you live. I'm sure there's areas of the UK or like areas that are not doing so well. I've heard there's some rough things going on over there too. I live in like a slum like neighborhood though. So my neighborhood has a lot of crime, high crime rate, unfortunately. But depending on if you live in the town area of my state, close to my county, it's a lot quieter and there's no problems there. It's very peaceful. Depends on where you're at and what the neighborhood's like. And, income level can have a lot to do with it too. It actually plays a part. So low income housing often attracts people like around here with issues because they're either in or out of jail. Yeah, same in America. I think everywhere has issues. Yeah, Like for instance, if low-income housing might have a lot of people that are addicted to drugs or criminal history that have a hard time getting a job or getting a job anywhere that would have them because of the record or what they're into, or where they're prioritizing their money. Substance abuse is an issue. It causes financial problems for us too, big time. And it's something with that have that problem. I don't. I'm clean as a whistle. I grew up in town, nice area. But I just had to move here because of it was the only place available at the time that I can jump into. It's a nice unit though, as you can see. Really nice. It's just in a crap neighborhood. So the security department, they make sure to keep the problem causers away from the building as much as possible. Because we're on a private property section. But I'm like near the worst street in my area. Right down the street from the gas station. Bro, I run into issues. There's always some shit. Substance abuse is no lack. I laugh at it, but it's really no laughing matter. That's good at least, but it makes it cheaper. It makes it cheaper, yeah. It's just that there's a safety issue. And there was an issue. It wasn't related to a problem on the street, but it was on stream. But I private unlisted the video because it just the circumstances were pretty tense. I was playing this game. I was running through the first alliance raid of Dawn Trail, right? And all of a sudden, gunfire rang out in the hallway outside my door, inside the building. A guy tried to kill himself, suicide by cop. There was a cop gunfire. Now everyone survived, no one died, and he got prosecuted, kicked out of the apartment for that. But it was intense. It scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what's going on. I thought someone walking the building was firing randomly, but no. It was cops. It's pretty sad though. I told his mother to pray for him and her family because he was going through some kind of despair that no one knew about, and I guess he thought he wanted to die. And that's actually why I don't post it. One of the reasons I'm not so for posting it, and not sure I really want to post the video of you hearing the gunshots in the background while I'm streaming, because the circumstances of it, like I feel like it'd be kind of cruddy to try to garner views off of someone's attempted suicide attempt. Like you don't see it, you just see me duck behind the bed there when I hear the gunfire and mute my mic. But like, my conscience is kind of like, you know, do I really want to put that out there even if it didn't show anything? The circumstances, and people were pretty mixed about it. Some people felt bad for him, some people were mad at him. I'm not sure it would go over too well if I posted it, so I kind of just keep it unlisted. I might post it one day, but honestly, I don't really feel like doing that. It doesn't feel right with my conscience. It was a pretty intense ordeal. I was on a Discord call too when it happened. What? Yeah, but well, yeah, it was scary. I didn't know what was going on. And after it was over, I had the shakes at the end of my stream. I was shaking. I was thinking, oh, we got short here. Yeah. So that's how it was. That happened like 2 years ago. That's just back to the view, but I don't know. That's just real. But I don't know if it's real life with some awareness shows us how it affects people nearby. You don't hear about people nearby really. True. Yeah. I mean, I'll read your comment fully in a minute. I'm not understanding it because I'm being like distracted here a little bit. I'm trying to not die from this boss fight. That's respectful of you, but I don't know. It's real life. It's real life. Helps with some awareness and shows how it affects people nearby. You don't hear about people nearby. Yeah. I think I'll read the comment more when I get a chance. Oops. Okay. Looking through your boss fight, not a good idea. Oh, I just hear what you're saying now. It just clicked for me. Yeah. I know. I do that though sometimes. Like I said, I could post it, I just haven't decided. Part of me wants to, part of me doesn't want to. It's keeping me in a limbo. I told people I didn't really want to post it, but maybe I should because there is body. Well, I'm not gonna show them. I'm not gonna leak to the body cam footage where I live. That would dox me. But there's not the security cam footage that was leaked online of my the hall outside my apartment. Of outside the part where you see the gunfire go off and people get caught in the crossfire. Pretty intense. No one died though. They got hurt though. And so honestly, at this point, if it's already out there, there's little point in me keeping it hidden because someone's already put it out there. So maybe I'll post it. I just not sure I should do that because we're kind of like going back on what I said. So I'm kind of like trying not to go against that, but I might be putting too much thought into it. Honestly, I'll think about it. I might share it. It's just that it was under investigation. That's why I kept it, because the cops wanted to see the footage of my end of what happened. But they said that I could post it if I wanted. It's my video, and honestly, it's been 2 years. It's concluded at this point. So they just asked me to keep it kind of unlisted or something private, at least until the case was concluded. But there was nothing there was no vantage point they could get from that other than seeing my reaction. So that's another reason I kept it quiet. See, but it's up to you. Like I said, I might. It's kind of weird. I was pretty calm during that. I handled it calmly though when it was happening. It was scary. I handled it calmly when initially I heard the pop like, what is it? Oh shit! Gunfire died behind. We'll slowly move moderately fast, not fast, moderately move medium speed behind my bed and ducked. And I muted my mic like this. That's a habit of mine. I just do it, and it's true. It's not only just a habit. So. Moving this neighborhood, I'm also in a state of constant alert. I'm prepared to take action of some sort, whether I'm live or walking down the street or doing something like just in my neighborhood, to know how to be ready to handle any situation because of the kind of neighborhood it is, right? And what goes on here. So I'm constantly in a state of preparedness and readiness to have a backup plan rather than running around like a chicken with its head cut off, panicking. Because that's the worst thing to do. So I'm prepared to take some action. That's why I ran kind of not that slow and muted my mic. Because two things go through my mind. One of them was stupid, really, but really I don't want to get banned from YouTube. I was thinking, well, first of all, I'm trying to scare my friends, terrify my friends. I'm gonna handle this the best way possible. I'm gonna mute my mic when I get up, and I turned it back on after it was over. But you hear the first three shots, three, four shots. So it's partial out of habit. Whenever I get up, I mute my mic. And another reason I did it, I would have muted it anyways. What I'm saying, because it's just a habit. But I also muted it because I thought, well, if this gets caught audio, it's a stupid thing to think. You think of all things going through my head, I wouldn't think about this, but it did. I thought, like, well, if YouTube catches that, they're gonna ban my channel and probably violating some kind of showing violence policy or something on their trade. Like, some people don't get hit by that, but I probably would have. Honestly, you don't know. And honestly, I was trying to terrorize my viewers at the time and blow it way out of proportion, way more than it already had. It already passed the shit of whatever was going on out in that hallway, and I was just a lot of these things that jumped in my mind. I clicked on watching, like, stop behind my bed, and my mic jump behind my bed for minutes. It sounds like a really dumb thing to say, I know, but this is just kind of how I think. I think of these a lot of situations I think of these rationally, and just take the best course of action in the moment to handle the situation in a way that I think is best. I'm very hyper aware of myself. I'm kind of constantly training my mind to do that. If the rules, if it doesn't show anything, then it's fine. But there's a lot of crime documentaries out there that show a lot. Well, that's the funny thing. You think it would be, but sometimes YouTube will strike you against something, block you for like doing something doing well with your rights with their algorithm, or someone reports it or something. They don't really look into it. There's a lot of details of things that can happen. And part of it is I was just trying, like I said, all these things went in my head at once. I wasn't thinking too much of it, but I was thinking just enough to take the precautions needed to cover all my bases. And first of all, it was survival. Muting my mic and going behind the event when I was happening, it took only a few seconds. But I was, as soon as I heard the first shot, I was like, oh shit, I'm on fire. My sister said it's shit posted, but getting a lot of views. But like I said, like getting views off as someone's attempted suicide is like, you don't see it. Like, it's kind of like it's just doesn't sit right with me. But at this point, since the footage is already technically out there, what's happening, maybe it doesn't matter at this point, and it wouldn't really make a difference. I just think from a moral standpoint, oh shit, oops. Yeah, so moral standpoint, I don't know. I'm probably thinking too much into it. I probably won't get in trouble for it. It'll probably be fine. It just, I don't know. I'm struggling with my conscience, but then again, if it's already out, it shouldn't be an issue. So I think I'll post it. I'll think on it. He wasn't doing it himself, so he brandished 2 fake firearms. They were like prop guns, but he painted them black and made them look like real guns. And what he did is he spray painted the security camera down the hall, so that they couldn't tell where he was really holding on the security camera, whether fake or not. He spray painted the window on the door behind him, the security camera there, so they couldn't get a good view of the vantage point to see if he really had weapons or not, you know, whether they're real. So he could box the cops in to shooting him when they saw him wearing 2 things that looked like guns. And they were guns, they were just like fake, right? So by their angle, it looked like they were guns, and they opened fire against you, escalating it, and not backing down. Like, here, the cops yelling, don't reach, and reach, just shot, and one guy got caught in the crossfire that was down there. He tried to shoot the police, and I think he lost the case, though, because it's considered he just got caught in the middle, because they were trying to take action on him immediately. Because, like, if they had waited, and he had real guns, and they don't know way they could know. Yeah, he was trying, he really went to great lengths to make sure they would shoot him. I don't know what his issue was. I felt bad for him, honestly. I was mad, but I also felt bad for his mother, because his mother's crying, she came to collect his stuff. Like, he didn't die, but she was like confused, she didn't know what's going on, because she's going through a mental health crisis. And me, personally, who's been through a mental health crisis, me personally, I could tell you that is like the worst despair ever. And like, so I would never do that, but I kind of relate to feeling depressed and downright, well, like I want to just end my life. Like I went through a period of life that was like that. Okay, I was in a bad straits, right? Mental health was hallucinating, everything. I still have this condition, but it's under control. I got the treatment needed. I'm better. I didn't get to that point, but there was a point in my life where I didn't care what happened to me. I had no sense of shame or dignity. I hated myself. I hated my life. I was confused. It was bad. So on a personal level, I can empathize with it. I just don't like what he did. So, like, that's kind of, all these factors are kind of why I'm torn on whether or not I want to put that out there. I'm like, well, dude, like, but then again, like I said, since the footage is already out there, the security cam footage from down the hall that wasn't spray painted, I don't think it would make a difference. I just don't want to share that. I can't share you that. I don't want to share you that one that the police released, I guess, because, or whoever released it from the department, give it to the police department, they released it, because that would essentially dox my location. So I protect where I live. You know, you don't want to dox yourself. So, like, showing this video, showing the stream, when you saw it happen from this angle, like I was sitting here, that would dox me. But showing the actual, because it was on the news, like it reached the local news. It was, that would it wouldn't be a good thing for my privacy, because you don't know who's going to show up. You know, some people might be cool about it. Hey, dude, I know you. You're great. I love you. What's your autograph? But other people may be like, I wanna catch you. I wanna wear your skin, buddy. I wanna become DonGamer. Don't be doing it. Yeah, right. So that's how I kind of feel about it. I don't want to attract the wrong kind of attention, and honestly, if it really popped off more, it just bothered people here because people trying to get in. Like, no, no. Don't agree with my neighbors, especially myself, bro. Well, I don't think maybe you'll want to your skin, but I guess one person, it is one too many, right? I'm exaggerating, of course. Like, this is gonna be a horror movie or a slasher thriller. But, like, dude, like, there's... I don't know, like, there might be some people that don't like me and might find out where I live. Like, dude, I know you. I want you dead, bro. You said that shit. That's fucked up. You don't know. Some people are crazy, dude. Some people are nuts. Bro, like, when I was going through my mental health crisis and I was in the hospital and psychiatric center, dude, I was there. There's some people that are pretty crazy, and I'm thinking, like, I'm probably the least crazy person here. Yeah, sure, I'm tripping balls right now, but I am not. I am not, like, fucking, like, oh, bro. Dude, there's one guy there was trying to intimidate me, and he's telling me in the hall, this is my hallway, my hallway. And he says, dude, get in the shower, get in the shower. I want you to get in the shower. He was trying to intimidate me in the shower. I think he was going to assault me in there. Dude, like, that was fucked up. Dude, you do not want to it's not as bad as prison. I've never been to prison. But, you don't want to end up... These places don't want to be there, because some people, like, really get scared. Like, Jesus, they're like more whacked out of their mind than you might be. And they were way out of mind. I had a conscience, okay? I didn't do things to hurt other people, but there's guys in there that definitely would hurt me. I was assaulted on one yeah, that would scare me, to be straight. But dude, I was walking through the hallway of another location. I was in a hospital at the time, right? I was walking the hallway, and this guy randomly lunged at me, just punching me against the wall for no reason. Maybe I walked too close to him, but he was like crazy. Like, he'd go around saying he was like, oh, he had a bow. And lose nobody, he just assaulted me, started punching me. It didn't hurt me. He knocked my head in the back of the wall, but it didn't hurt me. I was fine. I'm built like a mountain, dude. I'm pretty strong. I can take a hit sometimes, depending on the hit. It didn't hurt really. But the thing is, like, my sister was upset when she found out about us, just crying. Now, I've had a difficult relationship with my family. My sisters, I kind of was bullied growing up a little bit, but she still didn't want to see me get hurt like that, and it made her upset. She's crying like if someone assaulted me like that. Yeah, it's a shock. It is a shock. Aww. Yeah. No, I have a better relationship with my family and sisters now that I moved out. Like, being close quarters with them all the years, full grown adults, I'm a teenager, adults, like, we got on each other's nerves a lot. There's things I did. There's things my sisters did. We did things, we kind of annoyed the piss at each other. I tried to get along, but, like, just, in this day, it's hard. There's little nitpicks here and there, but I just don't want to live with them anymore. But I still want to have that connection and relationship with my family. I love them very much, despite how my sisters did me growing up. It wasn't any major, but it's mostly just belligerent, verbal, I mean, sometimes physical, but, like, you know, they punched me or something, you know, like that smartered out after time, just turned to verbal and instability, especially after my father died and passed away. They became a little bit more unstable in the house. That's a whole other story. I don't really get into that one. That's a very private matter, actually. But despite all that, they're still my family. I want to have some relationship. My sister has a kid now, actually, and she's married. I'm glad she found that person in her life, despite my odd grudges I had against her. I had to throw away my grudge, though, and just forgive her, because, like, I'm not gonna say, but yeah, an uncle, right? Well, I also threw away my grudge because, you know, she has a baby now, and I'm an uncle, like you said, and I want to be present in that kid's life as the uncle, and I don't want her to see any side of me that seems like I resent her mother, especially when it gets older or something. Like, you know, she's not going to want to see that. I don't want to expose her to that. I just want to cut down these barriers and just, you know, just kind of be a closer knit family than that for her sake. And for my own sanity as well. I want to try to fix things, get things better, and I'm having to just learn how not to talk about certain things around my family or just gotta be a certain way, and I just gotta realize I gotta just grow up and mature. And, like, you know, a grudge against a sibling, I'm not saying this would happen, I'm not gonna say whether this happened to me or not. You could end up, in a worst case scenario, you might end up projecting that on their kids, and I don't want to get to that point. And I don't want to have a grudge at her and just be against her because of her mother. Like, it could fester that past some case. Not that it would, but I didn't want to be that kind of person, and I didn't want her to see that side of me that was mad at her mother. So I just kind of said, just put it away. You know what? And I talk to my sister regularly on the phone. We hang out sometimes, and we're able to get along. She still makes me nervous around her, though, but I'm trying to mend that. Yeah, just leave it out. I would just leave it out. I would be saying, yeah, that's what happens when growing up. You know, growing up, you have nieces or you have kids. You know, you have to make changes for the sake of the next generation and their well-being. Those younglings, you know, they're our most precious gift from God, and you know, we gotta be examples to them of what to be, not just examples of what not to be. You know, you want a positive role model, support the family, not like a dysfunctional mess. Like, there's some people that shouldn't have families because they don't want to get it together, even for the sake of their children. They shouldn't have had children in the first place. I've seen some bad cases where they use those kids as just a paycheck, or just some paycheck to collect from something. You know, those kids are neglected, and it's sad. Kids deserve much better than that. And you know, when you nurture a child or a family right, they become a better. In most cases, yeah, I've seen that. Well, yeah, they become better for it, and they become more productive and probably make better choices. But if they feel like the whole world's against them and no one's ever out there for them, there's chances are they may not even be that they're out there in a good way for themselves. And even if they are, like they carry that baggage for the rest of their life. And there's certain wounds that don't quite heal, but they don't necessarily heal right. But you know, for me, that's where God comes in for me. You know, He heals those wounds in me, those emotional traumas and wounds that no one else could have healed. That were so deep, that were so hurt, and helped me realize things in myself that I had to realize. And when I realized it, I knew I had to make a change, and He helped me make those changes. Not necessarily everyone believes in God, but for me, I'm a firm believer in Jesus, that He died for my sins, and and He loves me. Like, I've had my own personal encounters with the Lord, I can tell you that much. I can't tell you what would that be for you or anyone else. It differs from person to person, but it's been a great help in my life. It's brought me back. It helped me hold on to something during my most trying times in my life, and I've been better for it. It's funny, during my mental health crisis, I was crazy, but as I recovered, I became more peaceful than I ever used to be before the crisis. I'm glad you have that. Sounds like you really needed it. Oh yeah, definitely. No, if I wasn't hanging on to God, I'd probably be dead right now. I would have no footing to hang on to. It was a storm, yes, really bad, but I hung on to it, and through it, it's like through like personal trials and tribulations and the things I went through, experienced positive, negatives. I was forced a better human being after that. Like, sometimes God lets us go through these trials, these things are tough that, you know, it's like, why would any just God let you go through that? Well, a just God would not let you go through any, an unjust God might make it easy for you, but when trials hits, you're unprepared, and you're unprepared for what's to come, and it's not really a kindness, and you just didn't grow, you know. Like, when we go through life, we're going to go through troubles in life, you know. I think He uses those things in life to kind of forge us and hone us and make us stronger so that we can survive in this corrupt world. You know, like we need to survive, and sometimes those struggles, the right ones that God puts you through or lets you go through, are meant to work in your favor to make you a stronger, better person because of it, because you have the experience to help the next generation, to say, hey, listen, I've been through this, I know what you're going through, here's what you do, this, you can make it easier. But someone that has, unfortunately, that's just how it works. You never improve it. You never improve if it's too easy, so it's good to use it to grow up. Yeah, well, this is, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And when God often puts people through, it's not meant to kill you, it's to make you stronger. Now, trials of the world and the devil, those are meant to kill you. You know, people, you won't learn anything from it, just destroy. But that's why, for me, it's so important to submit myself to God and my faith, so that I have to hang on to. I know what to do and handle situations better. No, I have yeah. So that's been good for me. I mean, I would recommend this for anyone, really. I mean, but everyone makes their own choices where they go in the end. It's ultimately up to their decision, because it's always about free will. Free will is a choice. It's good to make a choice. You know, God didn't make us automatons. We have the right to choose where we go follow Him or not. You know, because there's just God would make us just emotionless robots. We have the free will. A relationship with Him means nothing if we're not free will, because then it's not really a relationship. He neither loves us, and we neither love Him. We're just filling a role, a cog in a machine that just serves no purpose other than to serve something, with no relationship or love whatsoever. Even an intimate relationship with a partner, like some people have like these relationships that are not really based on love, but like in the end, it's just completely physical. You're just serving a purpose. You're not really feeling you don't really have any meaning, and God gives me my life meaning. That's how I feel about it myself. That's just I talk about my faith a lot when I get the chance. I kind of sputter on this. I'm sorry. It's just something that means it's really important in my life. Not everyone agrees with it. Some people challenge me on it, but at the end of the day, this is my life. It's my life. Now or never, no one can be. I'm not trying to quote that song. I'm not getting it right. Yeah. So let's see. So 2 hours, mostly talking. Yeah, I get it. It's important for you to help it. It's not something I need, but I'm happy to hear what it makes you happy, others happy. True. I go through struggles. I'm not always going to be happy, but I have some measure of joy still keeping me here to where I can come back from the precipice. You have your lows, you have your lives, such as life. Life is going to do that to you. God didn't promise that we'd have an easy life. He promised we had a future with Him, stay with Him, and that's the thing. But He uses our most worst time to forge us into a better person, capable of helping others and working for the goodness of His kingdom and His people. Like that is literally, what there's a saying: what the devil means to destroy you, God will turn around and use it for your own good. So it's a kind of ironic throwback against the enemy, where he's like, oh yeah, he meant to destroy you, but now it's ironic. His very tool he was using to try to destroy you is turned against him, and he gets destroyed he gets defeated by his own machinations. What they call that, irony. The very tool you use to destroy something else is turn around and destroy you. Is that a good example of irony? Irony is painful. It's like a one big joke on the episode. Yeah, that's where you get strength from me. Yeah, irony, bro. Like, irony is painful, dude. Like, irony's never funny, and that's why I just think it's funny when it's used against the devil. Like, dude, like, it's funny because he means to destroy. Like, oh boy, dude. Like, what I went through would have destroyed a lot of people, but like, at the end of the day, I matured more spiritually, physically, and mentally. It took a while. I'm still recovering, but I'm getting a better perspective of life as the days go on. I've been blessed greatly. I've been blessed with a good apartment, not the best neighborhood, but I've been blessed with many possessions. Like, I have not wealth in money, but wealth in possessions. And that's what my aunt put it that way. So, like, I've been blessed with opportunity. I have a good job. It sounds like you have a good outlook, so you must have come a long way. I went through a lot. My dad passed away in 2012 when he was 58 years old of a heart failure. That put us through a lot. The mental health crisis, abusive job work, location. I went through quite a bit, and I went through the worst. Yeah, the worst. Some pretty bad things for years. And then, but once I was out of the darkness, though, I cleared my head, and I like this tranquility, this peace, the more I got closer to God, filled me and just over me. I just feel like in the presence of His Spirit at all times, and it holds on to me. Yeah, bad times come, but there's times of growth. We don't like it, but there are times of growth to grow even further. I make bad decisions sometimes, not always good ones, but I try to keep my outlook positive as much as possible. I feel better for it, and that's why I think it's so important. Like, it's a good thing. Not everyone can do this. It's hard. It's hard to do it 100% of the time. I'm going to hit lows, and you'll see me sometimes on here being kind of like, well, I'm depressed, but once I feel better, I feel better. It makes me happy to hear. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Well, listen, I got to end my stream at this point. I gotta go make some breakfast. Yeah, and I'm gonna go along with my mother and see how she's doing this morning before she heads out to work. She doesn't live too far from me. So, peace out, stay safe, Craig. Thank you for subscribing and following. Thanks for following me on
Twitch, and thank you for everything. It was a good conversation, and so peace out, stay safe, everyone. Bitch bump, keep gaming, and I will see you later. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you.
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option, light it up.